Notes to him, St. Tammany investigators made Bodette the prime suspect in the hit-and-run death of 6-year-old Jeremiah Ramirez. A driver killed the boy while deputies say he was riding his scooter in the driveway of his Slidell home around 6 p.m. August 13th. Bodette says he told deputies when they pulled him over in his Chevy Suburban SUV that he was in the area around the time of the crash for his daughter's cheer meeting at a nearby high school. Deputies booked him with vehicular homicide, hit-and-run driving, and reckless operation of a motor vehicle related to the child's death.
They were 100% sure they had their guy.
You know, it really does make me wonder how many other people out there are in a situation like ours.
Bodette's sister, Jordan Rolston, says she never believed the deputies and went out to the neighborhood where Jeremiah was killed to start digging. She says she found a house with a clear view of the street and a security camera that caught a silver Nissan Armada exit the neighborhood minutes after the crash. Deputies never knocked on their door.
St. Tammany Parish Sheriff was going to convict my brother off of no evidence they had, when all they had to do was go attempt to get the evidence by looking for more camera footage or anything, really.
Stressful, depressing, emotional, every word you can think of. I mean, it was a nightmare.
Rolston got in touch with Dallas McClanahan, an ex-cop turned private investigator in Slidell. McClanahan says he took her evidence and tried to bring it to the St. Tammany Parish Sheriff's Office, but he says investigators weren't interested.
Rare. Usually they'll sit down and talk to me. Only time is if there's some kind of conflict of interest.
Joe Raspani, Fox 8's legal analyst, is representing Bodette as his defense attorney in this case.
If you look at the St. Tammany Parish Sheriff's Office in a light most favorable to them, they're lazy, they're negligent, and they didn't care.
The St. Tammany Parish Sheriff's Office won't answer any of our questions about this case. But in a news release, Sheriff Randy Smith said once new evidence came to light, his investigators moved swiftly to redirect the investigation and identify the correct suspect. Raspani says after the Sheriff's Office denied meeting with the private investigator, he then took the evidence directly to District Attorney Colin Sims.
I've reached out to law enforcement dozens and dozens of times. Sometimes they'll listen to me, sometimes they won't. That's fine. But in this particular case, I saw they were not listening to anybody, so I went directly to the DA's office. They acted appropriately. We went and got a bond hearing set as quickly as we could.
Last Friday, Sims ultimately refused all charges against Bodette that were related to the child's death.
He was in jail for 2 weeks for something he didn't do.
Hours after the DA refused the charges, deputies announced the arrest of Connie Noel Estes for hit and run causing death and obstruction of justice. A judge set a bond of $1 million.
Those 2 weeks felt like 20 years to me.